Hello there, theater lovers. My name is Mark Landon Smith of Arts Live Theater in Northwest Arkansas's dedicated children's and youth theater company, where we've been putting young artists center stage for 36 years. We have so many opportunities for you to become involved with Arts Live Theater virtually. Go to artslivetheater.com and check out all the wonderful options. We have the Virtual Theater Academy, Curtain Up, our weekly ALT news show, interviews, and also include submissions from you guys singing, dancing, acting. Send those to virtualalt2020@gmail.com. We would love to feature them on the show. And we also have a lot of exciting things coming up that we are looking so forward to announcing. Go to artslivetheater.com and check out all the great stuff we've got going on. This is the third episode of Me Interview You Too, where two ALT actors interview each other. Today's guests are Sierra Ebert and Kaylee Calloway. Let's watch. Oh, I almost forgot. Now, before we watch the interview, know that you can go to our Arts Live Theater YouTube channel and you can watch all of your favorite past shows. You can also see previous episodes of Curtain Up, previous episodes of Me Interview You Too, and lots of other great content. Hit that subscribe button and the bell so you'll be notified when we have new content coming up.
Hello, Sierra.
Hi, Kaylee.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing mighty fine.
Mighty fine. That's fabulous.
No, peachy keen. Doing.
All right. So I'm here to interview you.
I'm here to interview you.
Would you like to start or would you like me to start?
I will start with my first question.
All right.
Okay. Our first show together was A Little Princess, and what is your favorite memory from that show?
It would honestly probably is just going to be meeting all of you guys because that was like the first time I've ever like even seen your guys' face, and I just knew instantly. I was like, I'm going to be friends with these people for like years.
Yes.
I just knew, and I still am. So if you could go back and relive any play or musical that you have done, which would you do again and why?
I mean, Beauty and the Beast was a turning point for me as an actress.
That was amazing.
I've always kind of played the sweet type, but I've never played a princess before. And that was like so incredible because I got to meet so many little kids and give them hugs, just being able to be like a positive influence in their world. So I would happily do that one again. Always. I wish I could go back all the time and be able to relive that and just cherish it again. It was so much
fun. I saw that and I was in tears. I was like, everyone, like your performance was like incredible, and then like all the cast was just amazing. Noah was super funny.
Everyone
and it was like
together very, very well. It was
it was amazing.
Cohesive group. Okay. So what is your dream role, either for stage or screen?
Okay. Oh, that's tough. I probably have a few, which would be like Meg from Hercules, because I've just always loved that movie and I love her because she just sticks up for herself so much.
She's a tough girl.
Oh yeah. Like Legally Blonde. I love Brooke.
Yes.
I love that whole scene with the jump ropes. I'm like, I love that so much. And then probably, let's see, Tanya from Mamma Mia.
Oh.
Yes, she is so funny, and I just like. I love the comedic roles. I just feel like that's where I always get put, and I love it so much.
Yeah, I haven't been able to do a ton of comedic roles, but like the most recent one being Little Red from Into the Woods, I had a lot of fun with that one. I missed that show so much.
All right. So if you could only see one Broadway show for the rest of your life, what show would you watch?
I probably know about 1,000 Broadway shows, but I think if I could see one show for the rest of my life, it would be The Lion King. It was a life-changing moment for me that I still remember. So like it's one of those like nostalgic, like sentimental. I still have the t-shirt that I got when I was 2. I keep it in my closet. If you could work with any professional actor, who would it be and why?
Okay. Probably Indina Menzel, just because she's a goddess. So basic, but she is a goddess.
No, she
Like,
has pipes like no one else. She and Leah Michelle,
exactly.
some of the most iconic theater queens of all time.
Oh my gosh, and her being Elsa.
It was, oh man.
I love that. I love Frozen
She has
so much.
pipes like no other. It's amazing.
Yeah, it's like,
Power
yeah.
is incredible. She's a full powerhouse.
Mm-hmm. All right. What is your favorite scene that you have ever performed?
That one scene from Wizard of Oz where it's Dorothy and Annie M, and they're both
Oh,
singing that little Over the Rainbow reprise. And that's because, like, I don't know, like, Dorothy's so iconic, and, like, getting to play her, like, I didn't want to be Judy Garland, but I couldn't, like, you know, you wanted her to be tough,
yeah.
not too sweet. So it was like I really tried to make her as genuine as possible, and that scene was really, like, just so... Ooh, that one was tough to get through
Yeah.
just sobbing on stage, because it's such a... just, it's kind of... it's sweet, but it's so intense, like, just that missing someone so intensely and so deeply and being able to hear them but you can't see them. They're so close but you can't have them. And it was like, oh man, that one hit me.
Yeah.
I loved that scene so much, even though it was only like a minute and a half. I loved that part of the show every single night. I loved that one.
Yeah. It made me cry when I watched it. I was like,
Oh yeah.
I was trying to hold it and I was like, oh my gosh.
It hit me really deep. Okay. This one, okay. No show is perfect. Do you have a funny memory of a time you slipped up on stage, and how did you recover? That's the important part. How did you recover from it?
Oh, I know. So, probably everyone remembers this. I was in Shrek Jr. and we were doing the morning person scene, and it was like
Right, yeah.
it was the night they were recording. And the CD skipped and it went back to the very beginning, and I was the deer, and I had already like started going up there with Erin, who was Fiona.
Right.
And we were starting to do the dance thing, and then I had to go, and I just kind of like backed up, and I was like, and then we just redid it.
Yeah.
All right. What is your favorite Mark Landon Smith memory?
No. Sierra. Okay, so we're back and at it again after that little, who knows what happened there, but now we're back.
Yeah.
So what was the question again about Mark?
What is your favorite Mark Landon Smith memory?
My favorite. I have known Mark for a very, very long time, for 13 years. This one's a sweet one. This was 2 years ago. He got me a little gig on a movie, and I had this little itty bitty role, and they were like, oh, for cast members and little itty bitty roles, you can stay on set and out of the heat, and you can have like lobster and this, that, and the other thing. And I was like, Mark, I'm not into that. And he was like, okay. So we went over to the extra area, and we got pizza, and we walked back to his house, and we had pizza at his house. And
That's nice.
We just talked about my experience and what I've learned. And that was so much fun to have that funny little moment. But yeah, it was a very, very sweet. It was a very sweet moment. My mom was there, so it was just the three of us, and we had pizza, and we had a fun little time. So I've got one more question for you, and that would be the favorite character you've ever played.
Would probably have to say Allison from The Breakfast Club. That was so good.
Yeah.
And
I
like
loved
that whole cast that whole cast, we were just so small, so it's a lot easier to bond with everyone and like just know everything and like just like become like the close. I think that was the closest cast I have ever had. Like I'm still friends with like Ethan and Jackson and you, right. And so it's like all of that, like, I'm still friends with you.
Yeah,
Like, it's
we were all
crazy. And that
very
was so much
close.
fun.
There were how many of us? There were 5 kids. There was 1 me,
There was
and there was teachers.
there was one me. Yeah, so it was 7. Yeah.
That was a very close cast. We were all very close.
Yeah.
Great.
And it was really weird because I was never used to playing that kind of character. And I think that was like Mark's intention, because it seemed like Charlotte and I kind of
Switched roles.
should have switched.
I've never
But it was like so
a role
perfect
before. Yeah, it was. I could tell it
Yeah.
was brand new for you. And
But it was like my favorite thing.
Well,
I was like, I love it. It's so good. All right, one more question.
All right, awesome.
Who or what is your biggest inspiration to keep on doing theater and singing?
So my biggest inspiration would honestly, I think it would be everyone at Arts Live, because I've known them for such a long time.
Yeah.
I've known them for most of my life. I grew up with them, like being like my second family. It's such a small theater community up here, but it's growing, and they're like they work so hard to
they do.
get opportunities not only for themselves but for us. Like they really work hard to get any opportunity for us to try to get a sense of what it's like to be in the professional world. So I mean, honestly, the inspiration and the hard work that I've seen come from them really has pushed me.
Yeah.
They're
I would definitely agree with that.
They are my theater family.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, for sure. I see that.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that wraps up our interview.
That was us interviewing each other. That was that. Yeah.
All right. Well,